Toxic Mayhem by Vinson Chard. Narrated by Paul G. Bailey. Chapter 1. During most of the 80s, I had been employed as a process engineer working in the high-tech industry with excellent, well-paid jobs. However, once again, life shuffled my particular deck of cards, dealing me a new hand. So, here I was in the middle of 1989, out of work and seeking employment. Recently, the situation concerning redundancy and unemployment had become just a bit too repetitive for my liking, prompting my morale, confidence and self-esteem to plummet. Déjà vu being insufficient a cliché to describe what seemed to be a recurring situation. There appeared no urgency to sign on at the job centre, my thoughts being, what's the point? There are so few jobs out there. This was becoming ridiculous. I had been made redundant from 3 jobs in almost 12 months. Thankfully, on the other 2 occasions, I had managed to find employment within a short period of time. Throughout most of the decade, I had somehow managed to escape the ravages and devastating effects of Margaret Thatcher's draconian fiscal policies. Unfortunately, during the period of 1988 to 1989, the cards of life dictated I too should now become part of those unemployed statistics, not just once, but on 3 separate occasions, joining the ever-expanding legions of Maggie's millions. Having divorced my wife Cindy, or to be more precise, Cindy having divorced me in 1988, I moved back to my hometown of Ebervale, where I now lived with Stella, the female catalyst in the steady collapse and ultimate annihilation of my marriage to the attractive Cindy. During the final 2 years of the 80s, my life appeared to be in complete tumult and disarray, both emotionally and career-wise. After a period of time, on this, the 3rd occasion of being made redundant, finally relenting, I thought it prudent to sign on at the job centre. A fair interval of time had passed since being informed by the official receiver concerning the remuneration of the Parrot Corporation, where I had worked for a brief period in the production department, 6 weeks to be precise. The Parrot Corporation had been a new and relatively short-lived player in the field of manufacturing 3.5-inch floppy disks for the exponentially developing computer world of personal computers. The entire Parrot workforce had been made redundant, not, in all fairness, because of the Tory party, but primarily due to some financially illegal shenanigans perpetrated by the founding managing director of the company. Unlawful misappropriation of company funds by the head of the company persuaded the major shareholders, mostly pension funds, to withdraw all their investments. The proverbial rats leaving the sinking ship. The corollary being, because of all this financial hemorrhaging, just like the parrot in the most famous Monty Python sketch, the Parrot Corporation ceased to exist. No longer living, expired, deceased, defunct, dead, an ex-parrot. As a consequence of the aforementioned reason, I had had enough of the high-tech electronic industry which appeared to be so transient and ephemeral, with a here today, gone tomorrow sort of ethos and mentality. I needed to get back to a more stable and reasonably secure, well-established industry, not so evanescent and short-lived as that of the kilobyte, megabyte and gigabyte worlds of computers and electronics, which appeared to be in a continual state of flux. Innovations and changes happened so quickly in this high-speed world of electrons. In an instant, a company would be the market leader, the next on the verge of bankruptcy, having been taken over and superseded by one of their competitors in their particular niche of the high-tech industry. While waiting my turn to sign on at the job centre, another life-changing incident transpired, sending my life spiralling off in another direction. Believe me, throughout my life I have experienced a few of those incidents, with a few more yet to arise in the future. This particular episode manifested itself in the form of a person named Jack Burton. From the instant of our fateful meeting, the path which my life meandered through during the next few years would ultimately take a completely different route. Cause and effect, with one event causing other events to occur later on, and which, in all probability,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?